If we accept that everything we need to succeed is found in books, how much time do we have to read them and turn them into experiences? In today's world, when the speed of everything has increased with each passing day, time becomes more valuable and its price is closer to gold. How is it really that a person can read 1,000 books in his lifetime and at the same time do a great job and earn a great income? He doesn't have time at all. If this was possible 100 years ago, today it is very less possible, which is why the per capita reading in the world is decreasing day by day. Of course, this is only one part of the story. The other part is related to what we read. Do you think all the books are really useful? The answer to this question is a big no. A lot of the time, maybe only 10% of the book you read is something new, and the rest is the author's explanations and arguments about those points. If we accept that the author is right, then only 10% of the time we spend reading a book is really useful. Of course, this does not mean that you should not read books anymore. Still, the best source for your growth are those books. But if you don't have time, just a few minutes, watching this video can get you a lot ahead, because in this section, we have summarized the best tips from the best success books, as if you have read those 100 books yourself and learned from them. Welcome to the Polaris North Star channel. Thank you for supporting us. Now let's move on to lesson number 1. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. That's the most important thing you'll get after reading 100 success books. Mind control means everything. Almost all success books point to this point, but it is interesting that most of us do not see this simple lesson and are all looking for more complex techniques and methods. The reality is that controlling the mind and thoughts is like having a magic key to life. Your mind can turn heaven into hell or make a heaven out of hell if you can direct your thoughts. Every thought that passes through your mind goes out like a wave and eventually comes back to you. This means that every thought that you give energy to sends a vibration to this world, and its effect will come back to you sooner or later. You can see the result in life. Let me give you an example, and I'll teach you a trick that will turn your life from this point on. I'm going to teach you a trick that will change your life a lot. Let's say a glass full of clean water is your life. Clear and clean, but sometimes our lives are ruined because of bad events, or our minds and souls are filled with negative things. It becomes cloudy, full of garbage, and full of problems. Now, if all our focus is to eliminate these problems from our lives and want to throw away our problems, all our focus should be on the problems, along with the fact that we are erasing the problems from our lives. We are throwing away the good things, but the problems are still there. Now, what is the trick that will change our lives? We take that glass full of water that we throw garbage in, which is actually the life's problems, and we add good things to it, like positive and good thoughts. What happened now? These positive thoughts and actions cause those negative thoughts to be erased from our lives. Our lives became clearer. It is true that it has not been completely erased. It is true that there are still problems in it, but we gave them more space and did not deprive ourselves of constructive issues, and this makes us grow. Positive thoughts erase negative thoughts. So add as many positive thoughts as you can to your life to remove negative thoughts and obstacles to growth. Lesson 2. If you concentrate your thoughts, you can also control your actions. Every thought that goes through your mind is like a little wave that awakens a special feeling inside you. When you feel good, You need to know that that good feeling comes from your positive and energetic thoughts. Let's do a simple exercise together. For a few minutes, just think about the happy and beautiful things. Imagine sitting on a calm and beautiful beach next to your family or friends. The sound of the waves comes, and a delicious food is on the table, and everyone is enjoying their moment. This good feeling that came in you is natural because your mind was focused on the good moments. Now let's think the opposite. Imagine doing the same thing with negative and unpleasant thoughts. What do you think the result will be? Feelings and moods deteriorate. This is where you understand that your thoughts shape your emotions, and your emotions directly control your actions and behaviors. If you are looking for positive behavior and good results in your life, you must first start from the root. That is, change your thoughts. Without the right thoughts and mentality, the right action is not possible. Lesson 3. Controlling the mind and building the right mindset, which means practicing every day and every day. Don't think that if you understand the previous 2 lessons, everything is over and now your success is guaranteed. One of the most important lessons is that in order to achieve mind control, you need to practice, just like any other skill. Mind control is not possible without practice. You have to practice every day how to choose the right thoughts and guide your mind. Controlling your thoughts does not mean trying to prevent negative thoughts from entering. The truth is that you cannot be aware of what is going on in your head at every moment and stop it at the moment. This is not possible at all. You have to learn to choose your thoughts. This ability is only available to humans, and that's why they can achieve anything they want. When you choose the right and constructive thoughts, you will also create positive emotions. And this good feeling can make you do useful and constructive work. For this, a simple exercise is to sit in a quiet place for 15 minutes 2 or 3 times a day and imagine yourself in the life you dream of. Continue this exercise for 60 days to see how controlling your thoughts can transform your life. Because your actions are in harmony with your thoughts, and unconsciously align yourself in order to achieve your favorite life. You see you working hard and building the right habits for this life. Before we move on to the 4th lesson, if you like this kind of content, like the video and subscribe to the channel. This way you will not be left behind in growth and progress. Lesson 4. Instead of focusing on goals, build successful habits. You must have heard this saying many times that people make their habits, and in the end, habits determine people's destiny. They always said that it's not enough to just have a goal. You need a system. We need to set up a system that will lead us to our goal. Otherwise, I have seen many people who have a goal, but they didn't get anywhere because they didn't set up a system. What does the system mean? The system is an orderly and comprehensive plan to achieve the goal. The truth is that without a successful habit, it is not possible to achieve successful goals. First, we need to decide and think deeply about what we want. That is, define our goal, and then determine who can help us, what we need to do, and how we do those things. Then we repeat these things until they become habits, so that we know that if we keep thinking about success, we will achieve it spontaneously. Now have the courage to write in the comments. What has been the biggest challenge of your life? Lesson 5. Results are not instantaneous. Be patient. You may try with all your heart and soul to achieve your goal, but the further you go, the more there is no result. If you are doing something that you are really interested in, you must be patient. The world does not give its rewards and lessons to anyone immediately. Rather, it takes time. Every action has a reaction, but the timing of that reaction is different. For example, when we get a gift for our friend's birthday, we see his happiness right away. But if we help someone in need or give money to charity, we may not feel the impact directly and immediately in our lives. This is the hidden part of the rules of life. You don't know how and where the result of your work will come into your life, but it will eventually come in, even if its path is unknown to you. Suppose you're a salesman. You try for a month to increase sales, but you don't see any change. Now, if you are patient and keep trying, a few months later you will see that your sales have increased in a strange way. This is the result of what you did a few months ago, but the effect has finally come back to you. All changes in our life system take time to manifest themselves. So patience and perseverance are the key to success. Don't stop trying and wait for the result. Lesson 6. No one is responsible for your life except yourself. One of the most bitter lessons in life is to understand that you are responsible for everything that happens in your life. Life is a reflection of your own actions and behaviors. No more, no less. The truth is that you can't get anything more than you put in your time and effort. You might say that when the world is stubborn with me for no reason, I should still blame myself? The answer is no, we can't control everything that happens, but we can completely control how we react to it. There is a famous saying that says, 10% of life is events and 90% of it is the way we deal with those events. Imagine that you got stuck in a plane crash and survived. Two people in this situation think differently. One of them says that he was unlucky and that he was on the plane, but the other one thinks that a miracle happened, that he was saved. An incident had two different reactions. So instead of looking for the culprit, take the reins of your life into your own hands. Always remember Bill Gates' famous saying, if you were born poor, it is not your fault, but if you die poor, you're to blame. My friend, no one is responsible for your life except you, and for the life you did not achieve. Do not blame anyone and do not create an obstacle for yourself. Even if you do not achieve what you wanted, at least you tried for it. And this is very valuable for man and is considered one of his assets. Treat yourself and others fairly. In the end, I have to say that these 6 lessons may seem simple to say, but if you think about them a little more, you will see that these tips are golden tips that shorten the path to success for you. These points conveyed to you the experiences of great and successful people in the world in simple language, as if you yourself read these 100 books and experienced them all. Now think about yourself and your life for a moment. Which of these lessons will be most useful to you? Where can you take more control of your thoughts? How can you improve your daily habits and get one step closer to your goals every day? Which part of your life needs to wait the longest? Remember, success starts from the fact that instead of reading more and looking for complex solutions, you should really apply these principles in your life. You may say that it is not easy, but the truth is that good things always require effort and perseverance. So look at each of these lessons like a piece of gold and put them in your mind pocket. Have you ever read a book that has changed your life? Write the name of that book in the comments. Thank you for being with me until the end of the video. Thank you to each and every one of you for the support you provide.